19 plus 12.
Okay. Here is what happened. You realize what Mia's likely about to do, and you move. You move faster than you think you ever have in your life. You try to grab the button of the but you can already see, as fast as you are moving, Mia has caught onto your plan. You see a flash in his eyes, and adrenaline pushes you to move further, and by your speed, by your skill, by your unpredictability, or perhaps by a miracle of God, you succeed. You are able to move, to grab your button in your telekinesis, and do exactly that before Mia can grab you in his magic once again.
So how high are we?
Let me see how much full damage you take.
Well, is there a wind outside for one? Even the slightest wind?
There is a slight gentle breeze, yes.
That's all I need to fly.
Okay, here is what we are doing, Jeremy. I need you to make another reflex save.
Well, okay then. Dear Lord, please let this dice not roll a 1. Please! It wasn't a 1, but it wasn't that great either.
What did you get?
I rolled a 6.
Oof. Okay, so you leap out the window. You feel the world tumbling around you, the wind in your face. You try to concentrate, try to focus on getting the wind up. If you can just do it before thump, you hit the ground, and you hit it hard. I will send you the state you are in.
5 foot.
Pancake.
Wind.
Time to draw a pancake whisper. I deal with sorrow with humor, okay?
Everything goes black. And now, we fast forward several minutes in time to where the rest of the party found the kings in their compromised, mutilated state.
Oh, it's not an ability. If ever I'm anytime I'm in an area of 2, I have a fly speed.
Yep, I saw that myself. So your reflex save was to see if you were fast enough to create the wind before you hit the ground. If you were fast enough to conjure it while in freefall. If you had succeeded, you would have been able to pull yourself out of the flight just before you hit the ground. Now then, as I said, we return to the party several minutes later, and Vell had just realized that Whisper was missing. What do you all do?
We need to find him. He could have been massacred as well.
Do we know where he was last?
I think he was... The Kings had something for him to do. But I'm not 100% sure what it was.
I'm assuming that we have the guy that came to get us with us.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Okay. First things first comes down to, I'm kind of just trying to get into where my character was at that point.
Yep.
Angry, but also despairing. A little.
Yep. This is when you had just seen the kings mutilated.
I'm just trying to think. How did the kings actually arrive at the frickin' prison in the first place?
Is that what you ask in character?
Yeah, I would need to, because my character wouldn't know that.
Yep. I believe they had chosen to take turns keeping guard over Saber themselves. I wager, sirs, that they believed a prisoner as dangerous as him required their personal attention. This must have been one of the shifts where they were both guarding him at once.
Okay, that was the why. I asked the how they got to the prison.
He has a point.
They took a carriage here? He's a little confused as like this wondering it's like he's wondering, why are you asking?
Because the kings are active people and it's entirely possible that they came by horseback or by foot.
They came by they came by carriage. Faster than foot, of course.
Alright guys, we need to get them up I'm still kind of out of it. We need to get them into the carriage and get them back to the palace as fast as possible.
But what about Whisper?
Yes, I'm not ignoring Whisper. At the moment, my concern is the kings, but that does not mean that I am not also concerned about Whisper at the moment. We only need, 2 of us to make sure that the kings get to the carriage and we get them back to the palace and that they're looked after. The others look for Whisper.
I will
DM
look
question.
for Whisper.
DM question.
I'll take Dogi's question first.
I can cast Viewing, but does that mean I can figure out where Whisper is? Because it's Viewing concentration, 1 spell point. Can place scrying sensor, detect DC. Oh wait, I misread that.
I said I would go find Whisper. She manifests.
Okay. So, Aramau, you're gonna go find Whisper?
Yes. Since I highly doubt that even in their state, she says as she looks derisively over at the kings, they would want my help.
Okay. Aramau, roll either perception or survival, whichever is higher.
Oh, perception is my highest trait by far.
Claus is
It's a
actually
plus 8! It's a plus 18! I'm using it!
And
Okay,
if your intelligence score is higher than... What did you get?
I got a 37!
Okay, can Claus join?
Okay, one at a time. Dogi, you go first.
Yeah, sorry, just wanted to ask, can Claus join Vell because he doesn't want to be anywhere near the kings right now?
Yes, he can.
Thank you.
Oh, then she doesn't need to manifest, but... I think she still will, just so that they can cover more ground.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, Klaus, actually, do you have any way that could cover her while she was manifesting so she's not taking damage?
I can manifest without damage for 14 minutes.
Okay.
Also, I just realized I can do a light sense. I just need to yoink it out of my spiritualism talents.
Yes, Ashley?
I was just thinking, if only Kuden hadn't lost Whisper's scent a while ago, he could have used that to track him down.
You could try to pick it up again.
I could. Alright. I will spend... How many is it? I mean, I know it's 1, but I think I can spend 2 for a better scent?
The reason that I thought of that is because Kun, to be honest, Kun is basically our tracker.
Indeed.
But at the same time, he's also perhaps our strongest party member physically, and he would need to be the one to take the kings out to the carriage.
Yeah, because you need two people to carry the kings.
I don't have a lot of strength. I'm a dex-based fighter.
I'm gonna put it this way, you need to put... Go ahead.
You have more bulk than a ghost woman and a teeny-weeny tiefling.
Fair enough. Alright, well...
You guys need to carry the kings into the carriage. Do you really want the angry twink to do that?
Just don't forget, we've also got the messenger guy that came and got us, so
Alright.
if it came down to it, I'm sure we could manage.
Alright, well, I'm gonna spend the two spell points anyway, just to see if I can give them a good heading, and this is Keen Scent. 22 Keen Scent.
Okay. You are able... Sorry, Ari, you get a +2 bonus, which means your 37 becomes a 39. So, we're going to go with Ari and Dogi first.
Alright.
But before we do that... Actually, I was about to think, would he have identified... So, he is able to give you a good heading. He sends you in the right direction, and you follow the heading towards an open door, a room with an open door. You recognize it as an office, likely the warden's office, and you see two things that immediately disturb you. A pool of blood on the floor, and an open window. There is no one else in the room. What do you do?
I am going to peek from the window.
You look down, make a perception check.
Perception. Where's my perception? All the way scroll down because I wanted to check my spiritism. Where are you? +6. Okay. Roll. 19 total.
You easily spot a human-shaped hole, a human-sized, I should say, hole in a lower roof where something had obviously crashed through it.
Oh gods. Oh.
Okay, I know you said human-sized hole. I'm thinking of Looney Tunes now. Thank you.
That's why I changed the shape to size. In any case, we return back to Kun and Korim, carrying the bodies to the carriage. What are you two going to do? Is that all you're doing, or is there something you'd like to say or do in the meantime?
Korim, whose body are you carrying? Are you carrying, are you carrying Horace's and I'm carrying Khan's, or are we doing, each other person's leader? because Kun really wouldn't care.
Yes. I will also say at this point that, Horace, during the time, had passed out from the shock.
Understandable, completely
He and Khan at
understandable.
this point they're not lucid enough to carry themselves. Instead, they seem to be muttering, murmuring, and shifting as they grip in and out of a nightmarish pseudo consciousness.
I'm having thoughts.
Dangerous.
You know what? Screw it. I'll carry Khan. To be fair, Korim is a little bit pissed off with Horace right now. Even though he's in that condition, it's wiser that he's not the one dealing with Horace right now.
I should say yes.
He's a heavy bastard.
Yeah. Considering that the two of them are respectively about 220 pounds and 235, yeah, they're heavy bastards.
Yeah, they got muscle weighs more than fat.
Yep.
Yep.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would also be talking to the messenger that came and got us. Okay.
And what do you say to this messenger?
Yep. Once we get the kings to the carriage, I need you to go to the palace immediately and let them know what's happened. We also need to make sure that that this information as to the king's current conditions doesn't actually leak to the public in case of a panic breaking out.
He nods and bows. A messenger had already been sent to Lord Merrick, sir.
Oh, thank God. At least
Now-
there's someone that I know that can deal with this.
Indeed. But I can go ahead, inform you that you will be on your way to the palace with the kings, I presume?
Yes.
Of course. And he runs off.
We've
Messenger
talked
boy-
about the kings a lot. Do we have queens?
They never married.
Alright, I have a snarky comment for later.
Speaking of, we returned to Vell and Claus. After seeing the hole through the roof, what had they done?
You are not jumping down.
Wasn't planning on it. That's a lie.
Val looks out the window. Is there any ivy going down the walls, or any sort of bricks sticking out?
I was gonna say not ivy, but there are areas where the bricks have become a little bit uneven.
I'm gonna try and climb down very carefully.
All right. There's such thing as there are such things as stairs, but okay, make a climb check.
I was actually just thinking.
Can I activate my greater serendipity before she goes down?
You may.
The thing that I thought was, can she discorporate and then reincorporate at the bottom?
For a total number of minutes per day equal to your caster level plus your casting ability modifier. So for a total number of minutes per day, divided up however you like, you can manifest equal to your caster level plus your wisdom.
Okay. How long did it take us to walk over there?
Were you manifested during that?
Well, since Klaus wound up coming with me and we both headed in that direction, no.
Okay, then because you have not physically manifested, you are currently full on your manifesting minutes.
Okay. She sort of Geronimo, and
Okay,
zooms down.
Klaus, roll save against Vell. What the fuck are you doing?
Klaus is gonna look after her, horrified, like, after living so long with Korim, you'd think I'd be used for this!
Anyway,
I'm already dead.
Okay.
You're not Raymond!
Without any wind resistance to obstruct you, you land swiftly and you immediately see blood seeping out from their wounds are Whisper and Sebastian. You can see from the way that they had landed that Whisper must have twisted himself in mid-fall to take the brunt of the impact instead of his butler. Both of them are unconscious. They don't look in a good state. What do you do?
I'm gonna call up to Klaus and manifest physically and try and start using. I want to try and do a medicine check